welcome to this quick review of LEGO City Set 60318 Fire Helicopter. This has 53 pieces and is rated for ages 8+. This set has 2 minifigures, which we'll get into in a second, and 2 builds being a little hot dog stand and a helicopter. This set is, of course, a 4+ set, so it does have some large dual molded pieces, but we'll get into that more in detail in a minute. Let's get on to the figures. This set comes with 2 minifigures, that being this hot dog guy and the fireman, both of which have an accessory, but neither have a back of the head print, which is kind of unfortunate. But this hot dog guy, of course, has a burnt hot dog, and the fireman's got a little, whatchamacallit, a walkie-talkie. And starting with the print on the hot dog guy's got this sweating face because, well, he just lit his hot dog stand on fire because whoopsie. He does have a really nice torso print, which I really like and could be cool for carnival workers or something if you wanted to use it in a mock, or of course a hot dog guy with the stand. Although I would recommend rebuilding the stand and maybe mocking it up a bit because it's very simple, but we'll get into that later. And then over to the print on the firefighter. She's got some nice torso printing and leg printing to look like, well, a fire suit and a little Lego City fire logo on the back, if you can tell. So yeah, that's it for the figures. Let's get into the build. Now, it's obvious that the main build of it is going to be a fire helicopter, as said in the name, but there is a little side build, which is the hot dog stand, which is on fire. Well, the trash more specifically is on fire. If you can hear in the background, you can hear rain. That's what that is, in case you're wondering. But this hot dog stand is very basic. It's just a brick and a plate on top with some ketchup and a hot dog. There's not much to it, and not a fan of it, but I guess it kind of gets the job done for, well, what is a very small $10 4+ set. So I mean, fair enough, I guess. It is nice that we get a little trash can piece, which you get in a lot of sets, and this large fire piece, which I'm not too much of a fan of the large fire piece just because of how big it is. It works better in larger buildings and stuff that we have seen in the past with larger flames popping out the windows and stuff. But it could have just been a smaller fire piece. But, you know, it's a 4+ set. Can't be too mad about it. And it's another large fire piece, which I'm not going to say no to, obviously. And then moving on to the main build itself, actually, is the fire helicopter, of course, as the name implies. It has the little dual rotor on top and the little one on the back to control, fly around stuff. I'm not a fan of how short this back part is, and it's molded, so I can't really modify it. It would have been nice if it was an extra stud or 2 back, just to balance it out a bit. It would have looked a lot better if it was an extra stud or 2 sticking out. That would have been a lot nicer, and I would have actually really loved this set if just a couple small changes like that. And we'll start in the, I guess since we're already starting in the back, there is some space on the inside which you could put an injured person or something, or say a fire extinguisher, which would have been nice to include in the set as it is a little fire helicopter. It would have been nice to have a small fire extinguisher in the build somewhere, because sometimes Lego does forget that, especially on the smaller ones. They'll even have clips for it sometimes and won't have a fire extinguisher or anything. And this particular helicopter has 2 water jets on the top, which is supposed to be what is putting out the fire and stuff, I guess. But I still would have liked to have a little fire extinguisher back there. That would have been a nice little touch. And there's a little control panel here, which I actually don't mind all that much. It would have been nice if there was maybe one more printed plate either over here, or just something small in the front here, a little second control panel. I forget what the piece is called, but just a little speedometer or something. That would have been kind of neat, but I get why you couldn't really put it on the front plate, because The cockpit piece does go down right on top of it. But overall, it is a pretty good set, and especially if you can find it on sale. One of my main gripes about it is, of course, the short tail. It's just doesn't look proportional. And the fact that the firefighter does not come with a freaking visor, I kind of find that annoying. Even like on the box and stuff, it doesn't show, so it's definitely not supposed to be in the set. I don't know why it's flashing all of a sudden. Ignore that. But yeah, I don't know why it's not like shown anywhere. There's just no visor. I don't really get it. I don't know if it's because of the whole 4+ thing. They don't want young children choking on a visor, but then again, you have pieces like this, so I don't really see a reason why there couldn't have been a visor for it. But other than that, it's an overall pretty good set. I was surprised by the fact that there was some space in the back and you could actually like open it and put stuff in there, which is actually kind of nice. You can store a figure or two in there, like say if there's an injured figure or something, you could put it in the back of it and like fly it to the hospital or something, although there are other rescue helicopters and stuff. But I think that's just a nice little touch that there's actually space in the back where you can put something, because previous small helicopters that have either come in sets like this or poly bags haven't had that space, because they're all just brick built and they just had enough space to put a person in the cockpit, and that was it. But yeah, overall it's a really great little build, and have a good one. Bye.